Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got an article here, the documents that I told you that I was reading. I got it off the internet. It's NWO plans exposed 1969 of an insider. He was a whistleblower on the government. So I want to read it to you, and then I'm going to explain it. Okay, this is what it says. Okay, wait, right here. Yeah. So the next step would be the single card, and then the next step would be to replace the single card with a skin implant. The single card could be lost or stolen, given rise to problems, could be exchanged with somebody else to confuse identity. The skin implant, on the other hand, could not lost or counterfeited or transferred to another person. So you and your accounts would be identified without any possibilities of error, and the skin implant would have to be put someplace that would be convenient to the skin. For example, your right hand or your forehead. At that time, when I heard this, I was unfamiliar with the statements in the book of Revelation. The speaker went on to say, now some of you people who read the Revelation, read the Bible, will attach significance to this, to the Bible. But he went on to declare or to claim any biblical significance at all. This is just common sense of how the system could work and should work, and there's no need to read any speculations, biblical principles into it. As I said, at that time I was not very familiar with the words of Revelation. Okay. But look, it goes on. Shortly after I became familiar with it, and the significance of what he said really was striking. I never forget it. There was some mention also of implants that would lead themselves to surveillance by providing radio signals. This could be under the skin or a digital implant put in like a falling, so that either finish or possibilities other citizens could be identified by a certain frequency from his personal transmitter, and could be located at any time or any place by any authority who wanted to find him. This would be practically useful for somebody who broke out of prison. There was more discussion of personal surveillance. One more thing was said. You'll be watching television and somebody will be watching you at the same time. Okay. This is what I want to get into right now. You see how they're trying to make it all sound good. Because I just heard something before. They said, are you ready for the North American Union biometric ID card? So Canada, US, and Mexico are going into this. This is not just Canada, US, and Mexico. It's a world plan. It's their plan. It's a global effort. That's the word I was finding. This is a global effort because something else they were saying in the UK about a new national ID card, a biometric ID card. They said this was with the scam, identity theft. How do we know who you are? Prove to us that you are who you say you are. No, and another thing was said on something else. Another thing that I was listening to, that nobody will be able to make a fake social security number. They'll not be able to make fake documents. Prove to us that you are who you say you are. And without this national biometric ID card, you won't be able to buy or sell or get a job, open a bank account, or whatever. But I want to say this is coming down the line, ladies and gentlemen, very fast. We're going to be hearing about it I hope not, though. I hope we're going to be out of here before the rapture, because if we're not, I don't know. I'm not taking none of this, because this is government control, where they can dictate how you can live, and Like, it's not going to stop. It's going to continue. And they're going to tell you what certain foods you can buy and other stuff. Other things that they were saying that they can control. Just from that. Because the number. They're labeling us all as numbers. Yeah, so they're saying to protect us from identity theft. Because with a biometric ID card, it'll be linked to your fingerprint. Everybody's unique. Everybody's different. They said our world is changing, and it'll be linked to your fingerprint, where they're going to take... Biometrics means 3 measurements of the body. They're going to do your hand and your palm, and your fingerprints and your thumbprint. Then they're going to put these things on your eyes like binoculars. They're going to take a picture of your eyes so you can do an eye erase. And then after, they're going to take a picture of your face. Now you're in the system. You are in their system now. So when you go to a store, you just put your hand on a machine. A palm scanning machine reads your hand. Then your face comes up. Because some people say, yeah, but what if someone steals the fingerprints? It's not going to work. Think about it. I steal your fingerprints. I go to a machine. And by the way, I have to have your card with me. And whose face is on the card? Yours is the face. They're going to look at me. There's something wrong. The picture is not matching the face that is on the card is not matching the person that I'm seeing face to face. So it's not going to work. They're going to ask for your card. Your face is going to be there. And anyways, even if you put your hand on the machine, your face is going to come up on the computer and not mine. But that's not the point. This is a control grid. They want our biometrics. Biometrics, body measurements that we just went through, the face, the eyes, and then very soon you're going to have to eye erase. You're going to have to do an eye erase to go onto the computer, or thumb scan. And they also said this too. Very soon your face will become your new national ID card. So they're going to scan us as numbers. We have the biometric card. They just have to scan us, our face. This is dead wrong. Like talking about human barcodes. They're trying to mark us as slaves. Trying to say that this is for our own protection. This is to save us from identity theft. That's the biggest lie. This was all laid out and planned back in 1969. Government ID is a weapon to enslave its people. They want to enslave us. They want to know how many of us they have. Because for those of you that know this is the New World Order. This is the pyramid. This is the pyramid. Right up here would be the all-seeing eye. And I saw on the thing, the all-seeing eye with the pyramid has the whole world. Yeah, they have the globe. They have the globe, the world, with bars on it, like a prison. They want to enslave humanity. They want to make us their slaves. That we're gonna have to follow these Illuminati war criminals' laws, and that's exactly what they're doing. So I just wanted to let you guys be aware of this. They said, "Are you ready for the North American Union biometric ID card?" So Canada, U.S., because that's why they're not concerned about borders, because they're erasing borders. They're bringing everyone into one. They don't even mention the word, well, some people do mention the word world government, but they're trying to say global governance. But if you see what global governance means in the encyclopedia, it means government, which is one world government, global governance. It's the same word, they're just saying it in a different metaphor, in a different way. But this is exactly what they're doing. Saying the only hope for the world is if we go into a single dictatorship. We need a one-world dictatorship, and they're going to have the army taking control of the world, a military dictatorship, where the military is taking control of everything. They are bringing tyranny, people. And let me ask you a question. Is there any such thing as good tyranny? No, there's not. And they're trying to make it all sound good. Well, but it's not. This is wrong, what they're doing, okay? So if it ever comes to your country, you got to stand up and fight against it. Don't believe they're smooth talking to you. Oh, this is a new way to protect you from identity theft, blah, 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 fake signatures. Because they were saying, somebody that has passed away years, some people come and give their name and they can use their name, blah, whatever. It's a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of bull, people. This is about control, okay? Even the G20 summit, they're talking about bringing a global currency. Russia and China are pushing for a global currency, and Japan says that they want a new they want a new one world financial system. And the Pope says he wants a world government that will be led by a single leader. And I can go on. They said we need a world bank for the world to come into, a single bank. So they're going to eliminate all the banks and we're all going to be one. This is what they're doing. All this stuff is leading up to the arrival of the Antichrist. But I'm just saying, I don't like this thing about the national ID card. It's biometrics. They want our biometrics. They want to label us as numbers. We are not numbers. We are free humanity. So whoever you are, may you stand up if ever it comes to you. Because they're really trying to push it right now in the United States. But this thing that I just saw, even Canada and Mexico, that we'll be able to go back and forth as we please. Anyways, this is crazy. Just to think, because this is what they want, okay? The power elite, they want everybody on the face of the earth to have their own specific national ID card. Because there's a push on the globe right now for every nation to have its citizens numbered. Remember that word, numbered, with national ID cards. They want to number us. We are not numbers. We are humans. So we got to stand up for our rights and our liberties, and because this is what these people are doing. Okay. And by the way, this is what I wanted to say before it's finished. They get caught in the past. They got caught in the past. Sharing biometric of individuals. They share it between different government agencies, law enforcement agencies, and they went out in the open saying that they share our information commercially because they make profit off of us. They're studying us. You want them to study you? You want them to have more power over you? You already have a bank account. You have a bank card. You use credit cards, debit cards. You're already tracked and monitored. Every cell phone is listened to. Even the text messages are read. Every email is read. Every telephone conversation is listened to. We have no more privacy. And yet they want more. It's never enough. Like they say, absolute power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And this is the absolute truth. This is the absolute truth. And what happened in history is happening again. Before they went into dictatorship, they always confiscated the firearms of their own people. Even Mao Zedong, he said political power comes out of the barrel of a gun. You know, they want to take everybody's guns from them because they want to kill them. That's why they have the FEMA camps. They have everything. The Christians are religious extremists. They're in the same category as Hamas and Al Qaeda. People that are against abortion, they're anti-government, you name it. We're on the high red list. But I don't care. I'm getting this message out to people. So that if this message comes across to you, remember, do not, if it comes to your city, because this is a global effort. They want everybody to have a specific national ID card, and they're going to make it all sound nice. You don't have to worry about identity theft. And by the way, I said very soon, your finger will be your new social security number, and your data, your DNA will be your data. Your body ID. Our ID will be our body. What is this? This is dead wrong. It's like what they did to the Jews. They had them marked with tattoos. And yet they want to do it to us. This is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. This is the same spirit. This is the Antichrist. This is the Antichrist system being set up right before our very eyes. So whoever you are, may you stand up. Never bow your knee before tyranny. Because this is all that it is. They're going to make it all sound good. They're going to come up with all kinds of good ideas for people. You just have a little biometric touch. You have it on you. No one else can steal your identity because it's you. Because it's your face. Your face is right there. Obviously, they're going to make it... Satan tries to make everything sound logical, people. Wake up, man. This is what's going on. Study it. The New World Order on the back of the dollar bill. You see the all-seeing eye. The word that is written, New World Order. And President Bush, like I can go on, Henry Kissinger, he's the father of the New World Order. David Rockefeller, the Shadow families, the Rothschilds, you name it. They want to bankrupt the governments. They want to bankrupt countries and nations, so they destroy the wealth of the country. They destroy the economy, so they can bring in their globalization, a global body. And this is what they're doing. So I just had to sound this warning and let you guys be aware of this. This is what's happening. They're setting up a global government. You guys can go ahead and laugh at me, think I'm crazy. You're going to see it come down the line. This is what's happening. Everybody's going to have a national ID card, a biometric ID card, so they can track us. For what? They're saying we're trying to find terrorists. No, we're not. They are the terrorists. They're the Illuminati war criminals. Anyways, I can be here till tomorrow. This is all I gotta say. I'm gonna let you guys go from here, and God bless you all.